Hello, my name is Daniel Donald, and I have a story to share about my experience. Experience that I just cannot even move on from, nor can I even get it out of my head. It was traumatizing. Too traumatizing that I think maybe I should speak about this story to those who are interested. But I'm gonna warn you right now, this story is not pretty in any way, shape, or form. You might as well prepare yourself while you're at it. Let's go all the way back to the start of it all. Life was normal. I've been through good times and I've been through bad times. It's a part of what makes life balanced. Your journey goes through good, but can also go through bad as well. Unfortunately for me, my life was just as normal as everyone else, until it wasn't. I was working at my job, as I usually do. This day wasn't very good. So much paperwork, and the boss was always such an ass. But there wasn't anything I could do about it. I'm doing this so I can live after all. The day goes through as usual, and I head home, getting ready for whatever happens. Unfortunately, what happens next was awful. This is the beginning of a fate that I had to go through, a fate worse than death. A dark rift opened, as I noticed a dark figure approach me. I looked to see who it was, but I couldn't get a good look at him. However, he wasn't here to say hello. He grabbed me with his dark magic as he pulled me into his rift, forcing me into some kind of void of his. I passed out after this, but as I woke up, there was nothing, just a deep, dark, black void. Until suddenly, I blacked out again. But not for long this time, as I woke up somewhere else. It's some kind of dark forest. The sky was white and the background throughout the forest was disturbing. Eventually, I ended up encountering my first ever threat, some kind of strange angelic beast. I looked at it as it stared at me, smiling maliciously. I knew I was in trouble. I tried to run, but the creature managed to capture me as it brutally ended my life. I thought it was all over until I realized it wasn't. After my death, I woke up in the void again. How? I was killed by some fallen angel-like monster. But as time went on, I began to learn what all this is, what this game is. This isn't some kind of world. This is, well, what I just said before. A game. A game that something that hell itself would create, where me, along with many others, have to survive in many different levels. It's all randomized too. Along with that, there are many monsters, killers, all the kind that I had to face. However, there was one monster that I couldn't forget the most. This hedgehog. He calls himself DBX. Now at the time, I didn't know what his name was, but I will explain it in a future chapter. But right now, this is his name, DBX. A demonic being who seems to be looking like Sonic the Hedgehog, a popular video game character. But DBX was something else. He wasn't just a creepy Sonic like those dumb creepypastas I tend to hear about. He was pure evil, a monster who cares about nobody but himself. Out of all the monsters I dealt with, this one was personal. But it's best if I talk about my first encounter with this demon. During my 10th match in this hell, it was that forest again. This wasn't the first time I'd been to that forest, but I would have known what to do at this point. Me and the other survivors split up to complete our objectives. However, as time goes, I hear one of my allies scream in pain and agony. I rush to go see what's going on. There he was, DBX, standing there, and he just recently killed the victim. As I saw it all, I backed away, but he already knew I was there. He looked at me, smiling, as if he was excited to see me. I was terrified, knowing that I will die again just like the last time. But not before he spoke to me.
Well, you must be a new fresh meat. No matter, I'll tear your flesh apart and
Without a second thought, he flew towards me in fast speed. I tried to run, but he was too fast. He managed to catch me as I felt his claw penetrate through my back and out of my chest. I screamed in pain and agony as DBX ripped my heart out before crushing it apart. I fall to the floor as I eventually die, but as usual, death is not an escape in this world. Time goes on, and I kept dying, surviving, and dying. These games are rinse and repeat, and there's no end to it all. But that hedgehog, he was something else. I would care to explain more, but I'll have to save it for another time. I'm Daniel Donald, and this was chapter 1 of my story about this demon.